in the valley of hope. There's a river that seeps through our soul, where dreams turn to clouds, and the ocean steadies the flow. Feel release in the mountain peaks, where the earth speaks in tones. Day fades to dusk, yet the stars ignite, guiding us all the way home. Feel release in the mountain peaks, where the earth speaks in tones. Tears from above, grace of faith, reminding us we're not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone. We're in the valley of hope. There's a river that seeps through our soul, where dreams turn to.
Yo guys, what's up? Welcome on to the live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel, and I'm not sure what happened to there we are, finally loading in the screen behind you there. Welcome on to the live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. Anyway, here we are down on the ground for Ryanair ops again in the 737-800 Zibo mode here in X-Plane. We are going to fly a Ryanair sector from Newcastle down to Dublin. We are ever so slightly earlier than I put in the Discord because I've now got to go out to work a little bit later on. So we are going to get at least one sector in tonight or this afternoon. We are live on VATSIM as well. There is ATC coverage here in Newcastle for a change, which is very nice, and we'll get ourselves up and cracking in a minute. The plane's on the ground. It's completely cold and dark, so we need to go and set it up and see if I can remember what I need to do with this the 737 for a change. I have flown it a couple of times today, and I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing, but I thought we'll take it for a spin out onto on VATSIM just for a short flight. Hopefully we won't cause too many issues when we get there. There is ATC in Dublin as well. Just finish that overlay. There it is. Cool. So what we'll do is we'll whiz on down to the airplane and we'll get it set up, and we'll get ourselves cracking. If I remember how to press a few buttons here, should be able to hopefully whiz on down. There it is. It's on the ground, completely cold and dark. There is our little Ryanair. Comunitat Valenciana is the livery we got for the Ryanair. All the ground crew are there ready, and we're going to jump in, get some passengers on board, some fuel, check our flight plan, and we'll call up ATC, get our clearance, and hopefully get ourselves underway. So we should have X-Pilot is running. I'm just going to grab the volume for it because I'm not entirely sure what it's set at. X-Pilot has got full volume, which is good. We'll leave that how it is. That can get muted. There we go. Right, let's go and jump in the airplane. We'll get it set up. We'll have a look at what we're doing, and yeah, see where we go from there. But like I said, it's completely cold and dark, so we'll jump on to the flight deck. If I can get these buttons to work. Not that one, that one. There it is. Good stuff. So we'll go and get some batteries on, GPUs on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps can come on, voice record and go on. We'll jump up a little bit further. We'll align the IRSs, then go to nav, and we'll pop that on to. It's on 9 minutes for those to align, which is good stuff. Let's just we'll clear that off, and we've got the doors open already. Passengers can be doing their stuff, and what we'll do is we will just nip to here. Just going to get this up and running. We'll do all of that because that's fine. Preliminary flight checks, battery switches on, GPU, APUs on the bus, IRS mode selectors to nav, voice recorders on, flight deck access. That emergency equipment has been checked. Electric lighting guard, PSU lights extinguished, GPS light is extinguished. Check that. Engine panel's fine, oxygen is fine, landing gear light is illuminated. We've got 6 green lights. That is closed. Stall warning test. We can quickly go and do that. It's just up here. Wait a few bits for that. Mach warning test. Just good. That can go there. Good, that is all good. Manual gear extension door is closed and parking brake is set, so that's all good. So we will clear that master caution. We'll get rid of the yoke for now, and we'll nip on to here. And we'll do it in it. So we're at Newcastle, which is Echo Golf November Tango. We're at gate number 7. We'll nip down, get GPS left. That can go in there. And what else we need to do? We're going to go here, I believe. So from Newcastle departure, I believe they're using runway 07. So we'll pop that in first. Actually, let's go back a second to here. We've got that in. Destination is Echo India Delta Whiskey for Dublin. Good stuff. And then we'll go to arrival departure page. It's going to be here. It's going to be runway 07. There's only one departure out, which is Girly 1 Tango. So we're going to leave that. We'll get our clearance, but I'm sure that's what they're using out of Newcastle. And we're going to do this as well. Payload and other bits and bobs as well. So passengers, we have 133. The fuel we require for this trip is going to be block fuel is 6 tons. So let's take 6.5 in case we muck it up into Dublin. 6.5, and the payload's going to be We've got 153 passengers. There we go, that's good. Let's go and call the fuel truck. There we go. Now let's go brighten up a few things. We may as well call and get our clearance now and just see what we are going to get given. Then we can set up the FMC while that is doing its stuff. To pop that back to that is on standby. We'll call and get our clearance, we'll get our squawk, get that put in, and then we can crack on. Where is, I think it's Scottish control. Common 133875 we need. 133875 is in. We'll just cage the standby thingy bob, whatever they call it in the yo Reen buddy, how's it going, mate? We'll cage whatever they call that. We will double check what else we need to do. Like I said, I've got no checklist for this. I'm not sure what where you should be doing this kind of stuff. We can, however, go and get, we have got fuel on now, so let's get that on, and that can come on. Seatbelt signs can come on, and we'll test the attend button, which is there. They're all set. Check oxygen, we check the oxygen, we'll do it again. That is good. Oxygen is done. Nose wheel steering guard closed, which it is, right just there. Display stack panel, that's set. Takeoff config light is extinguished. Cabin altitude light is extinguished too. Light tests, we can do that. All good. Stab out a trim extinguished. Flight instruments to check. Standby instruments with our cage. That standby RMI has been set. Speed brake lever is in the down detent. I can do that. Thrust levers down and thrust levers closed, which they are as well. Go. Flap lever is set. Flap indicator is checked. Parking brake is definitely on. Engine start levers are cut off. Stab trim cut out as normal. That is all set. Audio control is set. Seats adjusted, but the pedals are fine as well. And seat belts. So before start, we'll do that in a minute. But we will just go and grab the clearance from Scottish. I'm pretty sure they're going to be covering. I want to double check. I'm sure they're covering Newcastle. It is covered for this, and they should be. They're covering top down. Let's have a quick look. Not that one. Map. Scottish control. Check top down coverage. So I think they are covering Newcastle. So I'm going to pen and paper here. I'm going to write down our clearance. I'll call up now and get it, and then we can get ourselves going. We'll just we're on stand 7 at Newcastle, and we're a Boeing 738, and we're going to Dublin. So let's grab that set. Let's grab that clearance and see if. Well, let's hope they are covering Newcastle. Not sure why we can't hear anything. Actually, we should. I would have thought we would have heard some more air traffic by now. Let's have a look. Just before we do anything stupid. And not be able to hear them. Let's just whiz on this panel here. And if I can get this to work. My views seem to have gone all to pot. A bit better. See VHF1. Let's can we turn that up? Something like that, I guess.
Split once, just request taxi.
Would be the reason why we couldn't hear it. The volume was turned down.
16, thank you, taxi. Straight ahead, left onto Golf, holding point Golf 1, runway 05.
Straight ahead, taxi, left Golf 1, split 16.
Right, I'll call up and get this. Call and get this.
Flighting 8599, requesting taxi.
In a minute.
Flying 8599.
Yo,
thank you,
Gary, buddy,
straight
how's it going,
ahead
mate?
left on
Love the
to
Zibo. Well,
correction,
hopefully.
straight ahead on the apron left
I've
towards
got
Golf.
no idea what we're
Holding
doing.
point Golf 1
this.
behind the Sputnik A320 just off to your left.
Could be fun.
Head left on Golf, holding point Golf 1, giving way to the A320, rolling 8599.
See if I can get out of clearance now.
Scotch, good afternoon, Ryanair 21 Charlie Papa is climbing flight level 230 and we are direct to Rotterdam.
And Air 21 Charlie Papa, good day, Scottish Control, climb flight level 250.
Flight level 250, Ryanair 21 Charlie Papa.
Scottish, good afternoon, Ryanair 2125 on the ground down in Newcastle, stand 7. We're Boeing 738, looking for departure clearance to Dublin, please.
Ryanair 2125, good day, Scottish. I don't cover Newcastle top times, you can depart at your discretion, Unicom up T2 decimal, good afternoon.
1228, thank you, Ryanair 2125. So clearly,
461
they
Romeo
don't
after
actually,
Esco, descend flight level 7.
don't actually
Expect
cover
vectors
Newcastle.
for an ILS, approach runway 06 after
So in
top.
that case then, we'll do what we're going to do ourselves for now. 122.8, we'll get rid of that for now. There we go, and let's go and crack on with the rest of the setup. Prize Fighter, thank you for your follow on Twitch. So Girly 1 Tango departure, that is what's going to be happening out of Newcastle, and we can go back to the route and get this put in. So from Girly, we're going to go, let's have a look, where is the flight plan? Girly, we're going to go to Papa 18 Airway to, that's going to take us to Gasco. And from Gasco, we're going to take the Papa 16. Going to take us to Ribble. From Ribble, we're going to take the upper Papa 16 to Croft. That can go in there, and then we're going to take the Yankee 70 to Collid. From Collid, it's the Upper Lima 70 to Bagzo, and Bagzo will be the start of the arrival into Dublin. So activate that, execute, and we will put this in, but I don't think this will be the arrival that we're going to get, because we're going to go into the runway they're using down in Dublin at the minute is runway 28 left, I believe. We can get their ATIS details here. ATIS runway, expect ILS approach runway 10 right. So actually that might be right. 10 right. Bagzo 1 Romeo. And we'll execute that, and we'll leave that how it is for now. And we can go back to there. Cool, so the fuel's already on. We have the fuel, we have the passengers. Let's go and start the flight leg actually, because I forgot to do that. Cool. Let's nip down and finish the rest of this setup. So that can go in there. Reserves we require in case we're going to divert to Manchester. We need for the reserves, it's going to be 2.6 tons. Reserves, our cost index is a whopping 60. And our planned fuel is 6.5 tons, and that's what we got on just before cruising in flight level 280. Cruise wind average of 156 at 18. ISA is going to be -3. Transition is 6,000 feet. Let's execute that, and we'll go and do our takeoff performance. I do have a takeoff performance calculator. Let's go and see what this is going to give us. Let's go to the aircraft 737-800 to this one. Takeoff. So we'll get that from the flight sim. Optimum, we're going to do flat 5 takeoff from Newcastle runway 07. Let's compute that, see what it reckons. Okay, let me just update the weather, make sure it hasn't changed. 11 degrees, QNH 1019, and let's get that going in. There we are, so what can we do? 11 degrees, so 136, 137, 144 for the takeoff speeds on that. Flat 5. See, a trim is 5.5, so we're going to take 137, 137, 144. I know Zibo's quite good at this, but we'll put in what that calculator gives us. 37, 144, not too far off for the V2 speeds. And a trim of 5.5. It's about there, and we're going set 144 on the MCP as well. .144 is set, and let's just go and we'll go and start the APU. Fuel pumps can come on. Yaw damper, and what else do we do? Those packs can be ordered for now. APU bleed should be on. They can come on, and probe heat as well. And let's go and get the doors all shut up, and rid of some of this ground service that we have outside as well. Have a quick look. We can go and get rid of that as well. Ground handling. Let's get those to drive away. Good stuff. So, flight plans in. Everything else is good. We've got the V speeds are all set. We can just nip back to here before start. Flight deck door is set. CDU displays. M1 bug has been set. IS bugs. MCP is set as well. Push back now. Transponder as needed. We can leave that standby for now. And we'll just call for the pushback geezer. In fact, I think I've already got him set up, have I? Is he still there? Yes, he's already connected, so that's good. Master caution for the electric. Good, and it's going to be engine start now. After that. So, looking at that, I think we're all good to go. 066 for the course. .066 and the heading as well. Also, runway heading out of 07 is 066. LNAV, well actually, flight directors, auto throttle. And then LNAV can go in as well. And I think QNH 1019, we can go and set that. Not that one, this one. 1018, 1019, and then 1019 set there as well. Good stuff. Anything else we need to be aware of, which I don't think there is? Should we go and set auto brake to RTO, and we'll go and get we'll go and get this push started, and we'll get the engines going. So if I go and release the parking brake, hopefully we should just get pushed straight back.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I'm gonna hide all those now. Oh shit. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. It's a bit better. That was my fault. Clearly I missed something. Like I said, I've got no idea what I'm doing. I've got the checklists in there and not as good as it should be. Packs off for the engine start. There we go. Let's go and get these started up. Let's have engine number 2. There goes N2. 20% N2. I think we chuck some fuel in, I believe. Let's have a look. There's 20%. Let's get some fuel in. Hopefully we get fuel flow. And there's EGT. Good. So we've got that bit set. At least that bit's right. Anybody else? Well, maybe I should have announced that on to Unicom. Let's have a quick look outside. There's our lovely Ryanair. Anyway, engine number 1. (8,000 feet initial climb on this SID. We'll finish that in a second. Let's go and get this fuel chucked in. There we go. 8,000 feet is set. Lovely afternoon. We have got live weather being put in by Active Sky for this flight as well. So 144 set in. We've got the course set 066, 066, 066 QNH 1019. We've got the V speed set in there. The flight plan is all looking good. We just need to fiddle with a little bit of the flight plan as we get ourselves underway towards them, because one of the two of the VNAV heights are a little bit wrong. But I think, as far as I can tell, we will be good to go. So we've done all of this, and this is all good.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Then go back to there. Next page. Engine N2. We've done all that and all of that. Before taxi, we need to go generators 1 and 2 on. There they go. Propate on. Anti-ice is not needed. Anti-ice for engines. Pack switches back to auto, which they are. Isolation valve to auto as well. Is that auto? There it is. APU bleed can come off. APU switch, we don't need that anymore.
Tow is disconnected. A bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Idle ground equipment is now clear. Flap lever will set the flaps. And we'll blank the lower DU. And we want flaps 5 for this takeoff, so it's 1 and a little bit on my Thrustmaster TCA throttle quadrant. Doesn't quite have the right detents for the flaps. You can see, so we are going to flap 5, but it's kind of 1.5 on the flap lever for this. I'm just going to quickly switch this light on. Brighten up the switch. There we go. Good stuff. So I think we're good to go. That guy's buggered off. Everything else is good. Let's go and get taxied out to the runway. We'll take the parking brake off. We'll do a quick takeoff config check. Hopefully everything is tickety-boo. Actually, there's a good point. Auto throttle. Hopefully nothing else now. There we go. Perfect. So at least I managed to do that without causing too many issues. Let's just start the clock. There we are. I've got LNAV arm. We've got the speeds in. Let's go Dublin. What are we going by? In here. That one. So we'll go via Alpha to Holden Point Alpha 1. Which should just be run to this left. And hopefully I've got all of these. My throttle controls are now mapped up for the N1 button, for the toggle button in this, and autopilot too. Because last time we streamed it, I think that was the issue. As we took off, I couldn't get the autopilot in because I had some key bindings that were overlapping one another. Right, let's come to a stop there. Quite a ferocious stop. Get some lights on. There we go, cruising. Actually, we're at 280 and 100 feet. That's about right.
Have a good flight.
And there is nothing coming that way, nothing coming that way. So we'll go and crack on. I'm going to grab the departure SID on these charts a sec, just double check. Max 210 in that first right hand turn and not above 8,000 feet, so that's good. So let's go to Dublin. Newcastle traffic, Ryanair 2125, line up runway 07. And hopefully we'll have an uneventful takeoff.
Approaching 07.
So flat 5 is definitely set. We've got the courses set, the speed set 144 on the MCP, and we'll get ourselves off. I will stop this music to take off because
07.
I do quite happen to like the sound of these engines as we roll away. So where's the music? That can get stopped. And sim volume is, where's X system on here? There it is. Cool. Right then, if you're ready then guys, if I can press the toggle button, shall we go to Dublin? Yo, ball freak. How's it going, buddy? There we are. What is my thrust lever doing? Don't like that takeoff config warning check. There we go, that's better.
80 knots.
80 knots. Bit of wind.
E1.
Rotate, up we go. Up to 10 degrees, pull it through the dead band. There we go, there is gear up. We'll increase the speed now. We can bug up, I think. VNav, command. Oh shit, what's happened there? There we go. Don't sink. Again, dodgy takeoff. Bug that up to 200. There we go. Oof! That was a bit of a sweaty moment.
400.
At least we're up. We're going past to flap 1. There we go. Jeez. That was well dodged. Well dodged. But at least we're up. And there's the up speed, we can get rid of the flaps.
1,000.
Give a check on this. What is this doing? Why is my frames less than 20 frames per second? There's that right hand turn, 210 knots, pretty much there. Why will this not stay connected to that sim? I think Scottish will get in touch with us shortly. Unless they've gone offline, have they? No. They're still online. Right, anyway, good stuff. Right. I think we're doing something useful. Cool, anyway, we're away. Oh, X-plane, man. No, just the usual, my Airbus one. I don't have the Boeing throttle quadrant or anything like that. It's just the Airbus side stick and Airbus throttle bits and bobs. And I think I've mapped the controls for this. It's a little bit strange because I have to whack it into Toga, then realise it's still there when we get further on, because of the, obviously with the throttles that move in the Boeing style thing. Right, can I get X-Pilot to work again? Come on. I've got ORBX True Earth installed as well. It's probably not going to help. It's going to disconnect us again, I think. 133875.
Welling 8599, nothing further for you now. Unicom 122 decimal 8. Good day.
Yo, Galley.
122 decimal 8, Boiling 8599.
Oh man. Why are my frames so crap this afternoon? Shouldn't be. That's 8,000 feet.
To flight level 260.
Let's just see if we can keep the ATC on. That's
Easy 646 X-ray, good day. Scottish Squawk 6, correction,
See if I can
Squawk
get us outside of it.
1161, Ribble 1, Golf arrival, landing 05.
Why is it? Why are my frames so rubbish? And again, disconnected from the voice server. My frames have got to be above 20 FPS, otherwise it would be crap, wouldn't it? I'm just going to whack this in. Just up to there for now. And see if we can fix this frame rate issue. I'm not sure what is going on. X-Pilot is a twat. But I think we're going to do a butter landing with Ryanair. Well, it'll be a Ryanair landing, I assume. It probably won't be butter. Disconnected in 19 seconds if not corrected. Why? What is wrong with my frames?
Ryanair 7, Mike Papa D7, flight level 70.
See if we can stay
Somewhere
somewhere there for now.
70, Ryanair 7 Mike Papa.
Ryanair 21, Charlie Papa, turn left heading 340, I'll give you a shortcut.
Right heading, sorry, left heading.
Oh, fuck's sake. Stupid thing. Just will not stay connected.
Speed 250 knots.
So we'll reproduce to 250, Ryanair 7 Mike Papa.
Beeline 7, X-ray Alpha D7, flight level 180.
On a 180, Beeline 7 Extra Alpha.
See if I play
Beeline
this.
7 Extra Alpha for your planning, your number 3 for the approach.
Why are my frames so rubbish?
646 X-ray, just confirm you've got the Ribble 1 Golf for 0.
Oh, clearly not going to be a VATSIM viable thing today, is it? How annoying. It's worked fine earlier on as well. I flew on VATSIM earlier on this afternoon. No issues whatsoever. No issues whatsoever. I wonder whether it is this ORBX True Earth that's in. It may be causing the issue, perhaps. Could be that. Anyway, let's get that off. Gear leave and come to off. 280 is going to be our stop. It's our cruise level at 4 this afternoon, so we'll bang that in. And I'm going to try X-Pilot one last time, and if not, then we're going to give up.
Go.
765, good day, Scottish. You're
Yeah, it's
just
gonna-
about to leave my airspace. You can continue with
Shut
Unicom
it off again.
122.8. Have a good flight. Bye bye.
9 seconds before we kicked off again, so I think
Ryanair 7, Mike Papa, turn left heading
I think
035.
VATSIM is going to be
FNL 035.
no go for a day. Nope, there we go. Right, I've had enough of that. Right, anyway, there we go. Well, at least we're on our way. We haven't caused too much of an issue. Oh, not that one. Too much of an issue so far. And there we are, just approaching Gurley, which we were stuck at flight level 80 for now. Then the rest of our route is going to take us down to the west towards Manchester, and then we're going to hang a right turn out over the Irish Sea. That's where we start our arrival into runway 10 right. We did a Bagzo 1 Romeo arrival, so we'll see how that goes. There's N1 VNAV speed, and up we go to our cruise level. So what we're going to do is, like I said before, the So some of these arrival bits and bobs are not quite right in here. So if I go here and there, so we need to be 8,000 feet by ASDA, and then we're going to fly this kind of DME arc arrival into runway 10. So we need to be, it's going to be flight level 80 all the way around, then down to 4,000 feet by neck hill. So if we just skip through these legs a minute, see it's got flight level 80, 80, 80, then above 4,000 feet. The 4,000 feet is actually a hard restriction. We want to be there, not below it, and then 3,000 feet here as well. So we'll just change that around. That should clear all of that up for that arrival. Hopefully, anyway. That is the plan. Let's top a climb just before Croft. I might have to look at my might have to have a look at my my settings for X-Plane. So why is getting such rubbish frames? I'm not sure. I don't want to see that. Tune in radio can go away. We've got active sky running. That's fine. But yeah, I don't know. Weird. Does seem a bit laggy, or more so than normal, anyway. Yeah, we'll fly this in the anticipation of the release of the PMDG 737 for MSFS. I thought it'd be some good practice, because as soon as that comes out, we will, or I will definitely be buying that from PMDG, and we'll be giving that quite a few flights out. So just goes to show that I can actually get this off the ground now without any issues. So we can get some lights off above 10,000 feet now. That can come off that as well, and I believe that comes off. Seatbelt signs can also be off. I don't know, I've heard kind of figures around the £100 mark that's been bandied around, or $100 for it. But I, that's what people are speculating. I don't think there's been no prices have actually mentioned for it. But we'll see. But whatever the price is, I'll definitely buy it anyway. Ball Freak, I've flown the 737 Max. I haven't, no. This is the only version of the 737 I've actually tried to fly. But to be fair, it's quite nice. And if you ever watched any streams from Flight Deck to Sim, who is a real captain on the 737, then he swears by the Zibo mod for this, and reckons it's exactly like the his real life kind of flying. So I guess that must be quite something for him to say that, I guess. It feels like the way he's working. We definitely got the right runway in here, I believe. Let's have one last look. Runway 10, yeah. Good. I'm just going to quickly grab the chart for this. It's not a long flight, like I said. We've only got where's our top of climb? Is not far. It's a progress page. There it is. So at Dublin, we've only got 238 miles left to go. We've got 30 miles to our top of climb, and then it won't be long before we need to start setting up for the arrival. Weather in Dublin. Let's have a quick look what the weather's like. Dublin, 13 degrees, light winds 1209 knots, QNH is 1015, and nothing too exciting going on there. Cool. So hopefully that should sort that out. Yeah, my frames are definitely a bit pants. I think it's quite cool how even the inside of the cabin's modelled with Ryanair as a Ryanair cabin. Quite cool. And that the PMDG have also modelled the cabin for MSFS too, which is pretty good. There it is, low fares made simple. Have a look around. Looks like a Ryanair flight. The landing will be a Ryanair landing, so we know that's going to be fine. And they've also got, and there's the Kazi. I don't think you get in there, can you? No, you can't get in there. Strange how you can open that. So what happens if we press it? Nothing. Good. Yeah, there's top of climb, not far away now, which is good. Almost at our cruise level as well. I am just going to do one or two bits and bobs for the arrival because, like I said, I'm not very good at flying this at all. So I want to have as many things kind of set up ready now as you can before we get there. So course is a 097. 097. ILS is 108.9, which is there, and it's also active on that side as well. Good. And I set the barrel there. 442 is the minimum on the way in, which is good. And I will just go and quickly do this one. We'll do a flat 40 landing. I can go in there as well. Cool. And there's not much else for me to do now. I don't think that I don't know what else I'm doing, to be honest. Still nowhere near as good at flying as I am as flying the A320, but we are in the air. We will get an arrival, and hopefully it'll be something better than the last time that we flew this. I am quite curious to how this actually auto lands as well. I don't know if it does it very well or not. There's active sky loading in some clouds. FMC speed at LNAV VNAV path. I think that's all what it should say. We'll swing the head and bug around to catch up to where we're heading. And there we are. We are at 280 for now. There's top of descent, somewhere mixed between those waypoints. You can see it's just after here, more or less. So that now should hopefully give us on the progress page 96 miles to top of descent. I'm going to ride with 3.8 tons of motion lotion left in the tanks, which is good. Like I said, this was an earlier stream than I had planned because I've got to go to work now tonight, and then so yeah, it'll just be a quick. I was hoping to do the 2 sectors return, but I'm not going to have time, unfortunately. So we'll fly this down in Dublin. We'll leave it there. Then when next time we fly the 737, we'll start off in Dublin and we'll go back to Newcastle for the first sector, then somewhere else afterwards. But yeah, at least we'll get a streaming because I'm not going to be here tomorrow night because I've got to be in Nottingham tomorrow overnight. But it is. I do quite like. Now I've learned actually how to fly. I do quite like flying the this 737. Pretty cool. Let's see outside there it is. No Borfreak, the A320 from Fly-by-Wire is completely free. All you need to do is just go and grab their installer, and it'll do. This is their installer. If you go to the Fly-by-Wire Simulations website, and you just get this. They also do now have the Salty 747 mod in it as well, development version and the stable version, which is quite cool. So I might install that as well for MSFS. And we can give that a whirl. But yeah, just go and grab their installer. I always use the experimental version. Just hit update or install if you haven't got it, and it'll bang it straight into your community folder. So yeah, completely free. All the liveries and that come from flightsim.to, which are completely free as well. Different liveries, yes. You literally, like I said, just go to you just go here, go to flightsim.to, flightsim.to, type in whatever livery you want. So I don't know if you wanted EasyJet, for example. There is fly-by-wire A32NX. Just make sure it does say A32NX on it, and then just hit download. Unzip it into your community folder, and then next time you start up MSFS, there is you'll have that livery. I use quite a cool little tool called MSFS addon linker, which is quite good. I'll show you quickly when it loads up. There it is. Well, my computer's definitely having a bit of a go slow this afternoon, jeez. Definitely not happy. Alright, here it is. So this is MSFS addon link. It's a free program again from flightsim.to. So if you just put all of your liveries, sceneries, aircraft and stuff into separate folders, and then whatever you're going to fly on that day, just go and pick the livery that you want to fly, and you can just add it in. It'll make a link into your community folder, and then you're only loading in that one scenery, that one livery, and the two airports, for example, you're going to fly to. So you can pick one airport there, pick another airport, and that's all you'll have loaded in. And that way, MSFS has a thing where it loads in every single thing in your community folder when your flight sim starts up, which makes it take forever to load sometimes. So if you look how many add-ons I got 114.2 gig of add-ons. If all of those were in my community folder when I started up MSFS, it would take years for it to load up. But now I've only got 15.8, for example. It's going to be a hell of a lot quicker to load those 10 add-ons instead of the 127 that it normally adds on. So you can use that and just link them to your community folder. I'll show you on here. So mine's on here, and then in this file, aircraft livery scenery. So all the scenery go in one, and liveries are all in here. And then whatever I want to fly, whatever airport I want to fly to or from, I just add the two airports in, the livery and the airplane, and that's purely all the sim loads in, so there's nothing else causing it to be slow. or cause possible crash to desktops or anything like that. Which I think is quite useful to have. Guys, I'm quickly going to go and grab another drink just while we're in this bit of the cruise, and I'll be right back with you in just a couple of seconds. Yo, guys. We are obviously leaving the coast of the UK now, heading towards the Irish Sea. Where are we at? Let's have a quick look. There we are. Just left the Cheshire coast, north of Liverpool, and there's our. That's what we're going to attempt to fly this little DME arc type thing into Dublin. So top of drops in about. Top of drops just over 40 miles away now. So yeah, not far. 41 miles exactly. Pretty cool. I do have some freeware scenery for Dublin as well when we get down. Very surprised that ORBX don't have a Dublin scenery where they have Dublin for MSFS, but not for X-Plane. Quite surprising. So I did fly this earlier on today, this route, and where was it? Wasn't too bad of landing either, to be fair. This was it, that one there, was it? Yeah. So we flew that, the same arrival in, and the descent was quite nice, very nice, all the way down with the VNav, and the Zibo mod works perfectly well. Landing -233, so that's a better landing than Ryanair I'm assuming in real life. So if we can get better than that, or equal it, or get better, then job's good. So our initial descent, I think we're going to go straight down to flight level 80, I think. We're going to be 80 by Asda, then it's 80 all the way around this this little arc. And then we nip down to Neck Hill, and then into Dublin. Fuel-wise, we've got 4.6 tons left. What should we have? Let's have a quick look at the flight plan. So we're at we've just gone past. We've just gone past gig tow with 4.6 tons. So gig tow, we should have. We should have 3.9. We got 4.6, which is pretty good. Both you can join Discord. Nice one, dude. Nice one. You'll get notified whenever I go live in there now, because I normally try and put up whenever we're going live and what I'm flying and doing stuff. So top descent's now 11 miles away, so I'm going to go and put in flight level 80 up here, and it should just do it all itself. Unlike the Airbus where we need to press a few buttons and make it go down, this should just, in theory, when we get there, we keep an eye on it. This should go to where it's got FMC speed, should go to retard, and then we should start to go down. 55 knot crosswind as well. That's quite a bit of wind. We've got 10 knot crosswind, and then we've got 44 knot. 10 knot headwind, 44 knot crosswind component. We should get it 1 mile out. We should get VDEV. There it is. Retard arm is now. I'm sorry, retard, and there is the profile there. And there we go, guys. There's top of descent. Down we go. Without pressing any buttons, which is quite different to the Airbus. There's arm, LNAV, VNAV path. And then down here we got to end of descent, 102 miles, landing at 1717, which in just over 25 minutes time. Let's go and have a look at this checklist for the descent. Landing altitude, we've done that. System enunciators, recall. That's all good. VREF approach, we've got the VREFs in. Barrow minimums, we set those now. Navigation radio, that's fine. Auto brake as needed. Let's go and put auto brake 2 in. That's the descent checklist. Just the approach one to go. Done that one. Landing lights we'll do later on. And let's see how this Ryanair gets on the ground. So we can keep a check there, right on the profile still. This VNAV does a very good descent profile. That's what it's aiming for, 230 knots and 8,000 feet at Asda. And we're going to be there at 45 miles, and we're going to be there in about 10, or just under 10 minutes. And we're 24 feet high apparently, so nothing too exciting. And there's our VS as well, which is quite cool. It's targeting 294 or decimal 78, so there's 293 pretty much. 294. Yo, Jolly, how's it going, mate? Welcome along. Do you think the GTX 2060 for graphics card is good? Well, to be fair, for MSFS, I've only got the 1660 Super, so I would say the 2060 will be fine. But what I will say is, I would definitely, if you're going to have that, I'd definitely have at least 32 gig of RAM in. That's what I've got in mind. If we go here, if you type in, if Nightbot or Cloudbot is alive, we type in here, you should be able to see what I've got. It should. Exclamation mark spec should bring up what I've got in there. I'm not sure why it's not. It should do. I think it might be having a sleep commands. Yeah, exclamation mark specs should bring up my specs. Not sure why it's not. Let's try it in Twitch instead. There we go. That is what I currently got in mine. Oh, there you go. You got the spec in Discord. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot they were there. But yeah, 32 gig of RAM. And like I said, I've only got the GTX 1660 Super in mine. And I don't seem to have many issues with the MSFS. So flight level 160 now, so we're halfway there to where we need to be. And that's where we're going to level off well before ASDA at this rate. But that'll also give us time to slow down to 230 knots as well. Which there should be speed limits. 230 or below, flight level 80 there. So it's got all of that already in. Transition altitude in Dublin is set by ATC. I think it's about 7,000 feet. Latest weather into Dublin. QNH 1015. 13 degrees, winds are dropped off 110 at 9 knots now. So we have 9 knots already up here, so it's not going to get much stronger on the approach by the looks of things. And there is the coast of Ireland coming up now. You can see it just down there. We should have ortho for Ireland. We haven't got ORBX True Earth. Bowfreak, I built it myself. Don't know. I would show you it, but it's actually I might be able to show you if I get the throttle cam on. I just got it underneath my desk at the minute. If I bring that down there, I think you can see. There it is, somewhere down there. Yeah. Excuse the mess. It's RGB RAM, RGB fans, and everything else, and an RGB case as well. It's quite cool. I think I have a thing with RGB because if you have a look, but keyboard is RGB, and also the microphone is RGB as well. So yeah, now we're slowing down 230 knots. I might have a little bit. Do we need a little bit of speed brake? Probably not actually. We'll leave it how it is. I get the lights on. And the seatbelt signs can also come on. And should we give the we'll give the cabin the arrival announcement or our descent announcement. If I press that one, we'll nip in the back. Should be able to hear it.
Captain crew, seats for landing, please.
There we are. Oh, maybe not that one. It should probably possibly been the descent one, I guess. There we are. So coming back slowly now, we on profile it reckons for flight level 80 as though we've got 8 miles to lose 2,000 feet, so we only need 6 miles, and that'll get us back to 230 knots as well. You can see the green banana. We're going to level off right on the waypoint there that we need to be at. Let's have a little bit of aircraft sound for this arrival now. So 42 minutes when we push back. It's not too bad. We've made good timing, I reckon. I need to leave for work in about 45 minutes, so everything is looking nicely on time as well for that.
Thousand to go.
So the barrel ref is set. Course is a 097. ILS is tuned. It's already picked it up at 108.9. Don't think there's much else for us to do. We'll go and have a quick look at the approach checklist. We've done that. Fixed landing lights are on. Passenger signs are now on. Altimeter is set. We've updated that. Next one is landing for the ILS. Done that. Localized capture. We can't do any of that until we get a little bit closer. We have leveled off quite nicely by ASDA at 8,000 feet. Would like to see the transition altitude somewhere. I'm sure it's got it in one of these pages. Not sure where that is though. Alright, we'll leave that where it is. I'm not too bothered. It will tell us on here when to go back to QNH 1014 now. Can we set that already? Yeah, 1014. And 1011, 1014. Next altitude is going to be 4,000 feet. And we need to be there at by Nickel 4,000 feet. Platform altitude I think is 3,000 feet by RYZEN. And we might do that last bit using we'll use vertical speed on that bit. It's already got a decel point and below 4,000 feet just here, so we'll see how that goes. But I think earlier on I did use vertical speed because we end up a little bit high on the way in. So I'll try it again. That's not actually, that is ORBX True Earth, I think, isn't it? It's not Ortho. Yeah, that's ORBX True Earth. So 20 miles to run, 8,000 feet, 8.3 is 24. So we're pretty much right on the profile there. And Neck Hill. So we need 12 miles roughly to Neck Hill to start this this arrival. Where can we see Neck Hill? On here? No, not on there. Just gives the waypoint we're going to, and then 865 the next one after that. Temperature's 8 degrees. We're in a bit of cloud. I show a little bit of anti-ice on just to be safe. Start switches to continuous. Auto brake is 2. And it's from 866. We can start going down to 4,000 feet. So from this waypoint here, we'll start with a little bit of VS down to 4,000, and that gives us how many miles we got between those two? 11 miles. Yeah, that's about pretty much right. Any more speed limits after that? 230, 230, 230, then 230 still down. That'll be coming down to our approach speed. MSFS, or you mean which one do I prefer? Graphics wise, if that's the case, graphics wise MSFS obviously, and then but flight dynamics, I reckon the flight dynamics are better in X-Plane, but for sure, graphics wise and the way it looks visually, be definitely MSFS. With the fly-by-wire mod, flying MSFS in the 320 is extremely nice. I do like it, and I'm pretty sure once they bring, or once the PMDG 737's out, MSFS will probably be my main sim after that, I'd have thought. So there we go. I think we can start in a minute. We can start coming down to 4,000 feet. Let's have a bit of VS down. Start off at so I have 1,900 feet per minute. There we go. Down to 4,000 feet. So if we just bring that to 1.5 and let's have a speed breakout, that should help with the speed and with that rate of descent as well. We're about 500 feet high now, so yeah, that's about right. 1,500 feet per minute. Speed breakout. Keep the speed back. That should keep us nicely on profile. How long's the runway in Dublin? Not that one. It's a good point. We could probably do these charts up anyway. Airport. 10 right, 2,637 meters. Tat on or above 10, that can come off. And we're going to level off nicely at neck hill, which is not below 4,000 feet. After that, we're down to 3,000 feet. So we could put 3,000 in. Ready there, standard. Let's go back on the QNH 1014. 1014. Then once we get here, we'll bring the speed back to about 200 knots. And that way we can start slowing down. Not that you can see much out the window at the minute. It's a bit grim. So there's the 4,000 feet at neck hill, and then it was Gannis is where we want to be. That's where we get the glide slope. Rizap is 3,000 feet after that. So we are going to level off just before Rizap. And we're 82, but coming into bang on the profile there. In fact, into the point where we'll be a little bit low. Let's come back to 1,000 feet per minute.
1,000 to go.
There we go. And with that, I'm going to bring the speed back to 200 knots now as well. I'm not sure if that's what they do in a Boeing, but that's what I'm going to do. And we'll come around and we'll arm, Vorlock, approach, and then we can get configured nicely. There's 3,000 feet. Coming back to 200 knots now. We are 13-mile final. So as we hit Vorlock, as we make this turn, we should get Vorlock any time. So and we'll hit approach as well. 200 knots, we can go flap 1 ready, I reckon. I think, is that flap 1? There you are, flaps travelling. There is Vorlock. There's the localizer coming in. We'll come back to 190, 187-ish. There's the flap 1 speed. Flap 2 speed, actually, we could be back at 180 now. There we go. That should keep that happy. Flap 2, flap 2. We'll fly that for a few more miles, then we'll slow down again. There comes the glide slope. And VREF is flat 4137. So what do you reckon, Ryanair landing or nice landing? Not that we can see anything in front of us at the minute. There's the glide slope we got. We can start bringing that back to 160 knots. Let's go and grab
2,500.
another stage of flaps. It's flap 5. Normal landing, well, we'll see. Hopefully it is. If we can see a runway. We're 6.9 miles out now. I'll bring that back to our VREF speed. 137, that'll do. You're going for minus 150, right? Let's have the gear down. There's flap 10 is that, or flap 15? I think I pulled. I'm not sure. Something like that. Flap 10. And there we are. Flap 20 something. I never get the angles of these flaps in the Boeing. I'd like to be flap 1, 2, 3 and full, which would be quite nice. And there's 130, we go flat full. There it is. So we are flat full, gear down. We're back at 139. Our VREF is 137. I may as well pop that in there. Our fully figured 4.3 miles. There should be a runway, a sun description just ahead of us there. Can you see it? Just about there it is. Oh, and there's active sky. Completely mucks things up. And loaded in the weather. So we are going to get a nice arrival. Actually, that can go away. We don't need those at all, do we? Well, speed brake is sorted out. 3 miles, 1,100 feet. 2 whites, 2 reds on the pappies. Gears down. Everything's looking how it should.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
There we go. And if I got these controls set up, we should have... I should be able to take the autopilot off as well. Does for X-Plane, it looks rather cool. I'd have to say the graphics don't look too bad at all in this.
1-0.
Look pretty good. No, it is right. I'm going to get my feet on these rudder pedals ready, and then we'll see what we can...
Approaching minimums.
We'll see if we grease it or we'll Ryanair it, one of the two. Minimums continue. We are nice and stable. 8 knots on the nose for the wind. I'm still very skeptical about taking this autopilot out. I don't like it, to be honest, but we're going to have to do it in a minute, I think.
200.
See what happens. I'll leave it to the last minute and take it out. Like right now.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Oh, float. Ryanairs don't float.
10.
Ryanair landing. Ryanair landing. Reverses, and there we are.
80 knots.
It felt quite smooth, to be fair, but I don't know whether that's actually true or not. Ryanair landing, that was definitely Ryanair landing. There you go, might be able to hear the Ryanair. I reckon we should taxi straight ahead. Get rid of the flaps. That can come off. We'll that can go to off. I'm not sure if they do it like the Airbus, but we'll start the APU as well. Yeah, that wasn't. I mean, to be fair, that's not too bad. Like I said, I'm nowhere near as good as landing this as I am landing the Airbus, but it was quite an enjoyable flight. Cheers, Ball Freak. Thanks for long, buddy. See you in the next one. Be Friday night for the next stream, I think, depending on when I'm back. But yeah, there we are. Not too bad, all things considered. I'll take that. We're going to get parked up. We'll have a quick look at the replay as well, and then I'm going to have to dash off to work. We'll go straight across this runway and we'll park up here somewhere.
Approaching 3-4.
Probably no way, shape or how should we land a Boeing, but I don't know. We managed to get it down. I still don't think that was a minus 400 landing, whatever that popped up on the screen. I think that was quite... It wasn't too bad. Right, can we park somewhere just on the right hand side? Let's cut this corner and go in just here. 203 Romeo will go on that stand. Looks like a nice place to be. We'll stop there. I didn't quite make it on the markers, but that'll do. Park and brake and come on. And there we are. We are safely down on the ground. Let's get those off. And then that one as well. Do you do that? It was quite buttered, to be honest. Yeah, I thought so as well. So we've got 2 blues, 1 red. And as you say, engines are dead. What we'll do is very quickly go and have a quick look at the replay before I need to quickly run off. One quick look at this landing. I think it wasn't that bad. Just skip forward a minute. We'll go outside. One quick look. The approach was quite nice. When it loads in the scenery. Certainly a little bit high where the flare was concerned. Oh, maybe it was. Well off the centre line as well. What's happened with the scenery there? Looks rubbish. Oh, there we go. Yeah, not the... Not the best. Yo, Smile Castle buddy. You joined just as we're finishing up. Unfortunately tonight, mate, I've got to go out to work. Standard Ryanair, it did. Not sure what happened here, but yeah. Douche. See what the passengers thought of it. Watch the wings bend all over the place. Oof. There we are. Yeah, to be fair, I quite enjoyed that, to be honest with you. It was fun. Just see what it looked like from the flight deck again.
30, 20.
From here, felt like a butter. Didn't seem anything wrong with that, apart from it was a little bit wonky. We made it down though. And I think we would still keep our job with Ryanair with that landing. But there we are. Like I said, I've got it was quite good fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I'll show you. Let's have a quick look at Valence. So it worked out well. We took off from Newcastle, obviously, as you do. Fly this Ryanair leg. A little bit of an issue with the takeoff again, where I took off and kind of leveled off, and then we eventually got in the air. And then yeah, it worked out quite well. The descent was perfect. That went all the way down. Got it on the localizer glide slope. Ah, there we go. Different landing. Minus 233. There we are. So that's a big difference to the 400 and something that the overlay gave, I think. Unless that's a different one. Let's have a quick look a minute. This one. Stats. Oh no, 451. Sorry, 451. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Getting ready for when the PMDG one comes out for MSFS, and that might put pay to me flying X plane for a bit, apart from the Beluga. But anyway, parked up nicely. Engines are off. Let's get a bit of ground handling for people to get themselves away and doing their stuff. No worries, Warfreak. Thanks again for coming by. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Let's go and get the doors open. We won't give them a jet bridge because I don't think Ryanair would pay for that to be connected to their plane. Let's give them some steps and the rest of the stuff. But yeah, like I said, that was a rather earlier stream than I was going to plan on flying. But I've got to go and nip out to the airport. I need to leave in about 15 minutes for a job that I need to go and do that came in very last minute. That someone else was doing, but now I'm going to do. So there won't be a stream tomorrow night because I'm away overnight in Nottingham. Smile Castle, if you are about, buddy, drop me a message on Twitch or somewhere like that if you want a quick coffee somewhere towards Nottingham. I've got no idea, or don't know my way around Nottingham very well, but if you are kicking around and you want to meet a real life YouTuber, lol, yeah, I'll be somewhere down near you. My missus starts work at 11:30 tomorrow morning, so we're leaving about 7:30 to work. Because I'll go and charge the Tesla halfway down, just so we've got enough juice to get back. But guys, thank you for coming out and enjoying this little dodgy Ryanair flight from Newcastle down to Dublin. Like I said, I'll be back on Friday night with another stream. We'll jump back into MSFS and see where we head to on Friday. But guys, for now, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, and I'll see you all in another live stream very, very soon. See you later, guys. No worries, dude. Yeah, like I said, just drop me a message, mate, somewhere on Discord or like a DM thing on Twitch or something like that. And yeah. Anyway, I will see you all on Friday evening for another stream. But take care, guys, and I will see you all later.